So we mentioned before that users have a default profile that's created when you create the user role. So there's typically one role that's automatically put into place. Well, within UCS Director, you have the capability of creating a multi-role user access profile. So in this example, you're seeing a user that has access as group admin, as well as that cloud master that we created in the previous lesson. So this is just showing you some of the flexibility that you have with customizing access for users to be able to get, differentiated, viewing capabilities or, access to, other parts of the organization. It's really a way to be able to, again, customize how your users can interact with the systems. The access profile ultimately is going to be what determines the resources that user can view. So being able to have this flexibility means you can give a user the ability to be able to view things maybe that are outside of their normal role, maybe as just part of, the functionality that they have or some of the things that they're required to do as part of their job. Bottom line is it's very flexible. So some of the other key aspects here. By default, a user can only see their own resources and the resources of a group that they're part of. So that's something that, in order to be able to change that, you've got to be able to do this multi-role access profile. So then you can actually create a profile so they can view their own resources, or they can view only the resources shared by a group. So again, you've got that ability to be able to really tailor this to the specific requirements that the organization has for their individuals or their employees that are working on these systems. So this is great for being able to tailor UCS Director to IT's current operational models or the way that they're staffing or the roles that they are expecting out of individuals within the organization. Again, it's a great way to be able to customize the solution set, and we'll do a quick demo so you can see how this would operate. So in this particular demo, we're going to show how you would give a user multiple profiles. So the whole concept of a user profile is that you've got certain responsibilities and privileges associated with that particular role that that user's in. Well, what if you've got a user that needs to have multiple sets of privileges, or they've got two hats that they wear in the organization? So in this situation, we've got a technique to be able to address that within UCS Director. So first thing we need to do is we take that account that we originally created. So we created that sales dude account. They're still set to service end user. They're in the sales group. So let's go ahead and click that particular one. We're going to set them to an all policy admin. Now that's pretty much an administrator account. So this individual got promoted. They're not just sales dude anymore. They're an admin. So at this point, we now need to then be able to give them access to be able to support a particular group. So if I want to set them as a group admin for the sales group, in this situation, I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't have the capability of adding two profiles or two access roles. So in order to be able to make this happen, I need to select that particular user. And then that'll give me a list of potential items that I can select from. So let's go ahead and click on that particular user. Then I'll go to Manage Profiles. So here you've got the list of the access profiles. So here I can see that I've got the admin all policy profile. It's my default profile. It's also my base profile, which what that means is that particular profile is tied to that user as the first profile. That's their primary access level. So we also have the ability to be able to set another profile as well. So the next thing we want to do is then go ahead and click Add, or the plus sign, and then we're going to give it a name. So I'm going to give it a name of Group Admin. And then we could put in a description. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and select the actual role here. So I've got them as Group Admin, and we're going to set them for Group Admin of the sales group. So from here, we could also select, any shared groups that they have access to, or if there's other resources they need to be able to get access to from other groups, we can select those types of characteristics here. We could also set this as the default profile, which means that this is the profile that they would get as soon as they logged in, natively. If you don't want to be able to give them that capability, you can just leave it the way it is, and then this particular user would be able to log in as the all admin account natively. But in order to be able to log in as this account, there's a couple things we have to do. So first of all, let's go ahead and get this characteristic added to the profile. So we'll click Submit, and we're going to add that entry. And now you can see that that has been added to the profile. So from there, we need to go ahead and submit all the changes, and then we're going to go ahead and log out and be able to log back in as this user. So go over to log out. Then we'll get to the main login screen. We'll type in that user's name and we'll do :group admin. Now that's how you delineate the fact that you're logging in as a different profile. So we'll put in our super secret password and then click login after that's finished. And then from there, you can see that we logged in as a group admin. So this isn't the administrator view, this is the group admin view. So we can click on the account, you can see that we did log in under that new profile, and then you can see what profile access that individual has. So you can see these two different characteristics. Now, within this, we have the ability also to be able to click on that particular account, and then we can re-log in with the profile. So let's go ahead and click All Admin Profile, and then re-log in. And then this will take us back to the login screen and give us the ability to be able to log back in, and we should be able to come in as an administrative user at this point. So this is, again, that base profile. And there you can see that we were able to log in with full administrative rights. So all the things that they had from a characteristics perspective, they can now do the administrative functions for the entire organization. So that's how you handle multiple profiles, multiple access profiles within UCS Director for a single user.